Hello, Commander.
Oh, wasn't I supposed
I
to
think
go
I'll
to
be
you?
going.
Sure thing, Commander.
Oh no, other guy, sorry. I can't get any supplies from you because I have no products. I think I have to go over here then.
Hello, Commander.
For a second I was hoping there was a seasick guy I had to talk with, but that was not the case. Huh. Skill too low! That's a bummer. Maybe the next time we're here. I'm a little confused. Where is this person? Where is the bay? Docking bay, I'm sorry.
Exogeny Corp is still
There we go.
denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Shall I check it out? Maybe it's one of the... Oh, okay! It was actually... I like that. And it was just added to my journal. Like, I picked it up and I was like, hey, yeah, I will take care of it. I like that. Okay. I would like that too.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Yep.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do
Oh
exist,
boy.
the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I don't like you.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Yeah, you were an asshole.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain
Long
Anderson
before
can
I were a
answer any
Spectre.
questions you might have.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
You already
It's
told
close
me.
to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent?
Fair enough.
I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I thought okay, I think he was almost done anyway.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
Oh wait, we just had
We had
this.
intel.
Sorry!
The plan was simple. Sneak into the...
Sorry!
You're right, Commander.
We've already been here.
It's no good living in the past.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
That's a good advice.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right, I guess it's time. Let's get on our ship, people. Enter the Normandy.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I missed that too.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew,
Speech time.
now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
I want to let him down.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
Man. So Young already has the first ship, yeah. A little too much human and because for humans, especially now that we have a very alien muchy crew. But the rest was nice. I have to do course housework and keep pick up, but I will keep the stream open on lurk. Happy and 7-day Karen, thank you so much Dan for being here. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy the rest of your 7-day the best way possible, and until next time then.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Don't you talk like don't you dare talk like that about my future fiancé.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Carry on my wayward... Sorry. That happens way too easy. Before we travel somewhere, of course, I have to talk to everybody I can talk to. This will be a thing. Regular check-ons on my crewmates starting... What was here? Examine? Sorry, give me a sec, Caden. I'll start with you in a second. There we go. Caden. The sweat on his hat. Sorry. He was my first love, okay?
Anything you need, Commander?
You never forget your first love.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
My hair looks
Thoughts?
weird in this light.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Commander? Oh, that's one of the achievements I'm missing, finding all those codex entries. Oh, so tedious. I didn't even know until now, until you told me that this is an achievement. I'm pretty sure this is one of the achievements I will not get either. I mean, just like this one, there are so many just random in the world everywhere. At least not without the help of the internet. I'm honest when it comes to the keepers. I remember the last time I was actually, because I was missing like 2 keepers or something like that, I actually had to look it up on the internet, and I probably will do this again. Here, if I should not find them all, and you guys are not here to help out, and the same with the codex, I couldn't find them all without any help.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Same, I hated the mission of one of the keepers, yeah, but it is a mission, like, unlike with the Codex phase, it's only an achievement, but when it's a mission, I really want to complete it, so I already see myself looking up at the internet, like, where are the final 2 keepers I'm somehow missing, but yeah, I definitely want to complete that one. You're into chips, apparently?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
Tell me.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Sorry.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Because they defended themselves.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I clearly hit a nerve there. Let's switch the topic.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Goodbye.
I should go.
See you later.
That's awkward. Oh, examine? Examine? Okay. Cool.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
Yeah.
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed, and she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alrighty. More talks. Oh, I will save you for the end, my friend. I'm not even sure if you have so much to talk about already.
Nice ship you got, Shepard.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
It's not. We know it's
your
not.
People were infected with a genetic mutation. An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Uncomfortable, Shepard. Very uncomfortable. I knew it was not the same, but all the options I had were like, yeah, of course it is the same.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
This is so fucking horrible.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
This is so fucking horrible. Okay, I would like to do something. Where's my locker? Mine is not down here, right? I think my locker is just here. Let me see if I have better stuff, like for myself. Not really. Nope. Accuracy rating. I mean, the accuracy, but everything else is much better here. And this is just slightly lower. Yeah, go with the action stats. There goes the accuracy again. What is this? A sniper rifle. I don't see myself using that so much in the future anyway. Okay, I can, yeah, already. Heavy armor, I know. I think I can wear what's between? What's for heavy? Mid armor? You know what I mean. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see what I can do for the others when I'm already down here. Tally. Okay, wait. When it comes to the armor, let's check let's check Krogan. There is Rex. Oh, he can wear that? Why? Why can he not wear the... Okay, I don't know. Can Ashley wear the heavy one? Not sure why she can't wear that, but okay. If you just rifle instead... I don't think you're good at all. Let me... just clean up a little here. I think Rex is using the shotgun a lot. Definitely better shotgun for Rex then. Yeah, the storm sucks. No one likes the storm. I think the hurricane sucks as well. Striker is kind of shitty as well. Pistol could be... I don't know what guns they're preferably used, to be honest. But yeah, the remaining castlers suck. Okay, I think I already cleaned up good here. Maybe Garrus? I know he's using a sniper, but... oh no. No. Not sure what's up with the armor yet. I think I have to level them higher so they can wear heavy armor. Got it. Can I... squirt? Okay, but I can't level them when I'm not with them. Well, that sucks a little, but okay, alright. Ashley.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay. Alrighty, and how about you, my dear?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
I belong in horny jail. I am apologizing. I will behave, I promise.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast.
You hear me?
I wasn't trying to.
Oh.
I understand, Commander.
I didn't mean to be bitchy! Now I feel bad.
Commander, good to see you.
Can't romance him at this part anyway, so...
Hey, Commander.
You'll forget about it.
Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
I already have a few.
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands.
I already bought a few.
Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Show me what you've got. I have no money anyway. Oh boy, I'm so poor. There's some nice guns here. A little faster? Okay, can't afford anything. Oh, Omnitool. Omnitools. I already have this one. Ah, shield bonus, attack cooldown. Totally get what you want, but nah. Alright, guys, give me a sec. I think I need a toilet break. I will be back in a sec, and yep, we still have an hour left. Maybe we'll make a mission. Not a main mission, not a main story mission, but maybe we'll explore a planet. Maybe we'll make it off this ship for our first little side mission. But yeah, first things first, this lady needs a toilet break. I will be right back. Almost pressed the wrong key. Too many keys in my stream deck at this point. Actually, it's not that many, but enough to confuse me. Alright, give me a sec. Maybe add some new lipstick. But I think you talked to everyone. Pretty as always, just as your Shepard. Even though she looks a few years younger than I do. I wish I had her nose. I think we talked, to finish this thread, I think we talked with everyone, so we could actually maybe look for our first mission as Spectre now. Oh, okay. I was a little scared it just freezed. Oh, then again, maybe there's one more person I would like to talk to. Sorry, but there's so many people I would like to talk to. Here. Ooh, but then I'm sure we can be ready.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Oh, I love Joker.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Popping in and out, currently at work. CC fan for me. Okay, I love that I popped in on those Joker's my favorite. I love Joker too. God, he's so great. He just gets better with every part.
I have to go.
With every Mass Effect part.
See ya.
Or maybe, is he my favorite in the second one? Yeah, I love him in the third even more. Yeah, Joker is amazing. Okay, good time you popped into. Because I think at this point, what was here? No, I don't think I've something to examine. But I think I talked to everyone I wanted to talk to. Okay, I could talk to Dr. Chalkworth, but she's downstairs. We do this next time, alright? I only have officially only 50 minutes left for today's stream, and I really would like to do something interesting. Oh, God, I missed that. But I'm not even sure where to go yet. Does it? Oh, I forgot. Oh, God, I missed this map. Oh, this is also wonderful. I'm not even sure where I have to go. Okay. Still? Is the asteroid the DLC? Got the music. Is the music loud? Can you hear me? Go to get... actually wanted to check my journal for a second. Got to get the last member of the crew before logging off. Yeah, we could do this, but honestly, I remember Liara's. I'm not ready if I'm ready for that. I actually wanted to look for a nice little side mission. Find a recon team, missing Marines, missing survey team, travel to the enter system in the hardest gamma cluster to look at the missing survey team. I can't remember any of these. They were so vague described. I'm pretty sure I played, at least in one playthrough, back then I played really I did all the side missions, but they're described so vaguely I have no idea what's behind them. Missing researchers. Oh god, I have an idea what's behind missing researchers, and if no, I don't want to go missing researchers. What do we have here? I think the missing researchers was a little too creepy for me. Go to the Sparta system. Artemis Tau cluster. Artemis Tau Sparta system. Artemis Tau Sparta. Okay, let's try this first. Artemis Tau. No, Sparta, Artemis Tau. I'll get there. Artemis Tau, that's the one where Liara is actually. Wait, Sparta? Is this where Liara is? Let's travel first. Understandably need to, oh god, mentally prep for getting into Mako. I, actually tried to repress it for the last few hours. God, I really not looking forward to this thing. I'm really happy the Mako isn't a thing in, like, Mass Effect 2 and 3 anymore. Jesus, that was... Okay, wait, here I can travel. Can I think I can travel to all of them and then... Okay, guys, I'm not going to read them all out loud. I'm pretty sure it's not that interesting. I can leave it for a few seconds so you guys can see it, if you can even see it, because my face is in front of it. There are wonderfully written, but I'm really...
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
But that was not Liara, right? Because she was in the same system. Give me a sec. This is probably the mission I was looking for. Survey. Gas deposit survey. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of hydrogen. That's great. It's slightly better in the Legendary Edition, but only slightly. I take slightly. I take a small improvement. It doesn't matter how small it is. Let's just go for it. Again, I've played them all, but I really cannot remember, okay, which one is which one, and there really have been a few side missions, so I'm pretty sure I will not remember every little side mission in detail. So yeah, I'm not pretty sure what's coming here now. I'm pretty sure it's not Liara. We are in the same system, but I think there was... That doesn't sound nicely. I think Liara is in Knossos? You in Sparta? I could be wrong. It's been a minute. Same. Hey, it's totally cool. I don't mind getting surprised a little. I just didn't want to do the other side mission because scientists. I think I remember a side mission I was a little too scared of. With scientists, I think it was scientists, so we're gonna save that one for later. That was the only one I had left, so we just go for it. Come on, it's been a while. Okay, I think Caden. It's been really a while since we had Caden with us. We spent so much time with Garrus. Come on, let's go with Caden and Rex. Sounds like a good combination. Oh, buddy. Medal of Exploration. Okay, we have a map, right? We're supposed to have a map. Alright. Debris? Oh, I have no idea what's happening here. I don't want to drive with this thingy. Come on, we're so close to it. Let's go for the I think it was a trap. I'm not 100% sure anymore, but I think it was a trap. Now that I see it. Hand works. Shell boost is a good thing, and we go with fitness. And I have nothing. Okay, let's go for it. Where the fuck am I going? Oh shit! Battery level low. Oh, this is not good. Guess I forgot to charge it. You can I'm pretty sure if it already tells me it's low. We're playing risky. Yeah, this is so goddamn trap. Oh boy, how do I shoot again? Was that shooting? Jesus? Sorry, I had the controller a little too close to the table. Is it what it... Is it coming? I knew it. Ah! Oh god, yeah. Are we repairing? Why? I can't do anything while it is repairing. I see. Okay, where is it coming? Jesus! I'm too high for you, buddy. You can't catch me here. Is this working? Slightly. Ah! Is it coming closer? I think it's coming closer. Did I hit it? I'm not sure. I hate these! And I hate fighting with the Mako. Swear to God, you don't recover, right? It's not a thing we do here. Hello? Ah! Since when is this a thing? Where are the tentacle thingies coming from? Oh my god, he's right behind me! Do I have to kill the tentacle? Ah! It's coming over here! Can it come up here? No, it can't, right? Where the fuck is it? I'm not sure what's happening with the repairing here, to be honest. You good, right? Hello? I know you were not dead, motherfucker. But you are soon! Are you kidding me? Oh, come on, he was almost down! Ugh. Wait, he's dead, isn't he? Yeah, it just said I just got credit. Oh my god! I hate them, and I hate fighting with the marker. You did it? Alright. I think this is the first time. Yeah, a new save! Woohoo! Our first save. You cannot exit the Marco unless it's parked on a level terrain, but this is where I am, right? Okay, I was just a little too far away.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Ah, so it was a trap for them.
We need to tell him what happened here.
Oh, yeah, right, he gave me the mission, I remember. I just wanted to get in here. Do I not have to destroy it? Oh, come on, I am! It is a... Are you kidding me? But I still have to... Distress signal, yeah, I still have to do something with the distress signal. I really would like to leave again, thank you. Can I turn it off? I'm a little confused because it's still a thing. I thought maybe I have to destroy it so no one else can come here. This is clearly not the case. It's still marked. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, wrong key. Sorry. Is this... I'm done here, I guess. I cannot turn off. It would be really nice so no one else is falling for that. But apparently I cannot turn off the signal. You killed the danger noodle, so guess it's safe. Ah, it's weird you can't disable. Yeah, right, especially because it's still shown. With an X, it is still here, the distress signal. Like, hey, yeah, it's still a thing here, but apparently... Okay, yeah, if they come here now, they're just a bunch of dead soldiers. But no one else can get killed, so I guess you're right, Blonde. But it's still, like, it is unnecessary for other people to come here. It would be really nice if Shepard just destroying the signal. So no one else is wasting time of coming to this empty planet. It just means you've been there. Ah, it changes to X from... Ah, okay. It's still weird that I can't do anything with the signal, but now it makes at least a little more sense. Right, it was a question mark before I came there. That makes sense. Okay, another question mark. Is there another dangerous noodle here? Doesn't look like it. Here? Oh, there we go. Oof. Artifact recovered. ID tag recovered. You found Captain Mylan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Alright. Yeah, and now we have an X here as well. That actually makes sense. And this is the wrong key. I'm pressing here. Let me get into here again. Please don't make me back getting into the Marco. Please, by the love of God. Ah, God, that looks rocky. It looks like it's on a mountain or something. Yeah. But you were right. It feels a little better. I mean, even in combat, it was manageable. It is still not fun. And by the love of God, I am so happy. Don't you fucking dare! Only one noodle per planet! I don't know if this is a rule, but I just decided it is a rule. Yeah, I will be very happy when this is not a thing, as soon as this is not a thing anymore. Oh, and it's not as hard to get there as I thought it would be. Then again, where? Up here, I assume. Or down here. Oh, come on! Which one? Electronics. Caden has electronics, but way too low. Fuck! Do you have anyone else? I think at this point not even Tally has a very high electronic. Guess we have to come back here later then. Fuck my life. Ah, that sucks now. I totally forgot that was a thing. But yeah, we're definitely coming back for this in the future. But for now, I don't think there's anything else I can do than return to the Normandy. Maybe it will stack if you have both in your team? Does it work like that? I really cannot remember. Can I? Why? This is a little annoying that I can't see my squad only because I don't have my squad with me right now. I mean, we could give it a try as long as we're still here. I have no clue, I can't remember. Yeah, I mean, these are right. I just remember that was a thing, and that was a little annoying. Here we go with Tally and we go with Caden. Tech Strange. Yeah, it should work, right? What did we have before? Yeah, okay, we hardly had any Tech Strange. Do you have Tech Strange? Actually, yeah. Maybe Garrison Tally is even stronger? Okay, it doesn't add so much, I think. Adds exactly the same. But Caden, you disappointed me, and this is the health. Come on, health of Tech Strange. This should work, right? It will be a little bummer if it doesn't work now. A little waste of time. Okay. Let's see. Map again. Why is it a question mark? I did save, right? Okay, first I wanna... Why is it a question mark again? I do not like the fact that it's a question mark again. Fingers crossed. Thank you. This was somehow nicer to come from the other side. Wait, what is that? This is new. I can fly! I went here before. You're a stone. Cancel. Sorry, this is not what I wanted.
Securing point.
Uh-huh. Good for you. You have successfully... Okay, nice stats. Cool, cool. Always the wrong key. Okay, this way now. Come on, where are you? I thought it's working because I was able to click on it. Jesus, you really require some way too much electricity skill. Okay, honestly, the question mark was a question mark again. We have to come back anyway as soon as I leveled Garrus and especially Tally much higher with her electricity. Let's try to remember this. For now, I think we're done here. I'm sorry, Upload, don't be sorry. It was a good idea. I mean, we had like half... The bar was half full. I'm actually surprised it didn't work. I think it's a little outrageous it didn't work, but it was a good idea, so don't be sorry. It was totally fine. Alright. Valuable minerals. Find more minerals. Oh, yay. Missing marines. Okay, for that we have to go back to the... Oh, maybe we go for the missing researchers. Found Solarian artifact. Ah, okay, there are more of them. Enters system hardest gamma cluster. Hardest gamma enters. Okay. Hardest gamma cluster enters. Hardest gamma cluster. Hardest gamma. Ah, that was easy. It was enters, right? My short-term memory. Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar. I don't want to do this. I'm really scared. And boy, this is loud. But it's supposed to be. Alright, nothing here. Okay, yeah, I got it. I'm pretty sure it's the mission I'm a little afraid of. But hey, get over it as soon as possible. That's a good idea. Matriarch Warding recovered. You recovered a strange object. Chief Engineer Adams and Tali tried accessibility to determine its origin. They find one writing stored within. Okay, interesting. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely a little more fun in the second part. Now I'm not sure, where was that one? Yeah, there was only one I can land on, and woohoo! I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm a little scared when it comes to the whole electricity part. And again, it wasn't enough anyway. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go. This will work. I think there was another big noodle here as well. Anomaly. But here it is already in X as well. Research base is very confusing. Everything is very confusing. From right to the left, let's go for... yeah, the anomaly first. And then we check out the base.